This is David Vineker. Welcome to this video presentation of science versus science fiction in search engine optimization. I plan to explain a little about website optimization, include a little of my own SEO research, discuss the Keyword SEO Pro technique that highlights good keywords, and make some recommendations for website owners. Search engine optimization is the application of accepted techniques that increase targeted visitors to a website. For business websites, this means increasing your clients and increasing your income. We know that 40% of searchers will click on the top positioned web page for their search. Very few will go to page 2. I have a clinical background, and a London MD is rated above a PhD. I think it helps if you're undertaking search engine optimization to have a scientific background. Here we were launching a new textbook at the Royal Society of Medicine. I'm used to practicing with evidence, and I have applied the principles of evidence-based practice to search engine optimization research. I have my own medical website, which I run for 12 years, and it supports my clinical practice. If you do a search for London gynecologist, you will regularly find me in the top 2 positions, and this with over 500,000 competitors. It's the appliance of science. Search engine optimization can be considered as on-page optimization, which involves the page content, the text, and the images, and the underlying coding. And off-page optimization depends on the backlinks from other websites. It's the links from other pages that really matter in SEO. This is a well-known piece of research, science if you like, looking at the search term click here. If you search on Google for click here, the top page belongs to Adobe. Here's the page, and if you look at its content and even the underlying coding, the words click here do not appear. Others have tried to beat the Adobe page for the search term click here. Here we actually have clickhere.com, but they're not successful. So how come this Adobe page is in position 1? The answer is the many tens of thousands of links on other people's websites with a click here to go to the Adobe Reader page. Larry Page is one of the 2 Google co-founders, and he invented the important concept of PageRank. What he realized was that just taking the content of pages was not enough to determine which was the most helpful page. He used user metrics, guides from people going to websites, and the first one that he used was PageRank. Page argued that links are not of equal value, and he valued them according to the PageRank of the linking page divided by the number of outgoing links. And then all the values were summated and every page put into a table, and the table is then divided up logarithmically. So google.com has a PageRank 10 and a new website has a PageRank 0. For every page with a PageRank of 10, there would be 10 with PageRank 9, 100 with PageRank 8, and by the time you get to PageRank 0, there would be trillions. This innocuous-looking horizontal bar isn't even labelled, but it's the PageRank indicator, and if you didn't know about it, you could easily miss it. You can only see it when you have Internet Explorer or early versions of Firefox as your browser and the Google toolbar open. Here we have an internal page, thompsonlocal.com / and then some more details of the page. And here we have the home page, thompsonlocal.com/ and then absolutely nothing. Now, for the internal page here, the PageRank is just 2 out of 10. But for the home page, in this example, it's 7 out of 10. For me, a big break occurred when one or two of my web pages that were in position number 1 on Google dropped to position 2. And I started to wonder how the new pages that were beating me had reached number 1. They had PageRank 0, and this led me to an observation that was ripe for scientific evaluation. I started to look at web page PageRank using a spreadsheet. So here we have how to save money tips, and I would look at the top 10 web pages and record their web page PageRank. And here you see the list. And then I could average these out, and in this case the result was 2.6. And here you see it just as a sort of pencil and paper job. You can see that some of these top positioned web pages had PageRank 0. And I couldn't explain this at first. The more I researched with scores of keywords, the more I appreciated that it was the homepage PageRank that really mattered, and that it's probably the top factor on Google. The simple technique of recording the homepage PageRanks and averaging these out, which in this case is 5.5, is what I call the Keyword SEO Pro technique. And this average figure of the homepage PageRanks is a good indicator of keyword difficulty, how difficult it will be to achieve top page positioning on Google with your website for your chosen keywords. The value of average homepage PageRank was published on eZine articles back in July 2009. Nearly 3 years after my eZine article publication, another has come up with exactly the same idea. Byrne, in his on-page domination ebook, which I highly recommend, he uses the averaged homepage PageRank to look at keyword difficulty, and you'll see he's using exactly the same idea as the one I published 3 years ago. This table shows the results of applying the Keyword SEO Pro technique to a number of keywords. These are the page ranks of the pages, and these the corresponding page ranks of the home pages. When you create a spreadsheet table like this, it becomes apparent that some pages, the home pages, are receiving a boost. These pink cells indicate that the page that is on top of Google is itself a home page, such as Ambrose Designs or my own first website, design.com. It also becomes apparent that numerous home pages have relatively low homepage PageRank, and yet they're in the top 10. And this can be accounted for by a hidden boost that Google gives to home pages when they are competing for keywords. And my calculation is that this boost is up to 4.5. This hidden boost is the second factor, in my opinion, on Google. It's discussed in greater detail in video 15. In this table, I have color-coded the averaged homepage page ranks and the page ranks, green indicating relatively low keyword difficulty. If your website has a homepage page rank of less than 4, you are likely to be able to succeed for top positioning on Google only if the averaged homepage page rank is green and the page rank itself is green. Even then, you are likely to succeed only with your homepage, as it receives this bonus up to 4.5. There are programs and optimizers who may try to convince you that they will achieve top positioning for any keyword you like with your website. This is from a video advertising an excellent program, Website Auditor, but it claims that it will give you a step-by-step plan telling you how to get #1 ranking for your desired keyword on any chosen search engine, including Google. This is science fiction. It results in every website owner believing that there must be a magic bullet that will power them to the top of Google so that they can get an excellent slice of the Google cake. So those that tell you that they will do keyword research, perhaps using the Google keyword tool, to find keywords and then optimize your pages, and you will live a life of luxury ever after. That is pure science fiction. The fact is that there's an important interim step. You have to look at keyword difficulty and select only the keywords where you stand a chance of top positioning on Google. And I would suggest using the keyword SEO Pro technique. It's scientifically based, but the fact is that realistically, SEO is not going to achieve a life of luxury. Very few website owners make it. You have a better chance of winning the lottery. In several ways, Google tells us how to optimize our websites. In this video, Matt Cutts is explaining the Katamari philosophy. The idea is that you start very small and gradually grow by picking up larger and larger objects. How do you know the current size of your website? I suggest look at your homepage PageRank. And how do you know the keywords that are not too big for your website? Use the keyword SEO Pro technique to determine those that are in range. Start small and gradually grow. How many backlinks do you need to increase your page rank? You have to know that it's not just the number but the quality of those links. But as a rough guide, a PageRank 1 will need less than 100 average value links. By the time you get to PageRank 3, it's nearly 1,000, and PageRank 5 is 100,000, and very, very few websites get such a homepage PageRank. How do you get these backlinks? There are programs and optimizers who claim they will put useful links on other people's websites back to you. In my opinion, very few of these are successful, and the best way to success is to have great content on your web pages that will encourage visitors to place links on their websites to you. How can you optimize your website? A good optimizer will take an hour or two to do an analysis to assess its current status and give you some first-line recommendations. I would particularly recommend that great attention should be given to your homepage, because this is your joker, this is your trump card, and you must play it well. New website owners start out with great expectations. They have been led to believe that their website will be the source of great income. After a few months or a year or so, they begin to question whether websites have any value whatever, and they think it's all much ado about nothing. The fact is that you have to find a happy balance. A good optimizer will apply science so that your website becomes as you like it. This is David Vineker of Keyword SEO Pro. Thank you for kindly watching this video.